Thank you. I think I'm seeing the people right in front of me. We are the people, and but first let me just congratulate Ghana on this first anniversary. Not because we want to celebrate Ghana, necessarily, but we want to bring the issues that gave rise to Ghana, to renew them, to remind ourselves of our responsibility, and to ensure that we stand, firm to continue that pressure that Mark talked about, so that we have the Gambia we deserve. So I commend Ghana for that and congratulate them on this anniversary and all of us. Today in Ghana, I see young Edward Francis Smalls all over the place, and to all of you seated here. You see, everything is about the people. Everything starts with the people, everything ends with the people. All right? And the people are always the justification for everything, good or bad. When dictators rule, they claim to rule in the name of the people. When democrats rule, they claim to rule in the name of the people. But even before that, it is we the people who give authority and legitimacy to the people who claim to govern us. So that what is evident, what is true, is that power, when we say this word all the time, power belongs to the people. Power belongs to the people. But do we understand this power? The basis of this power, the nature of this power? So that when we say power belongs to the people, how deep does it go in our heads, in our hearts, to really understand that? And how much are we prepared to put that power into practice? But it is true, power belongs to the people. And as I said, everything starts and ends with the people. When Edward Francis Small, 100 years ago, was talking about no taxation without representation, for who? Who is going to be represented? Who was going to pay tax? It is the people. If you look at our constitution today, section 1, subsection 2, says the sovereignty of the Gambia resides in the people of the Gambia. And the state and all its organs derive their authority from the people, and they perform their functions on behalf of and for the welfare of the people. So, when we talk about the Gambia, it's about the people. When we talk about the state, the president and his cabinet, the National Assembly, the courts, and in between them, all the institutions and officials, they don't have power, because that power is ours. But we only give them authority to exercise in our name, for our welfare. That is what the Constitution says. So when we say power belongs to the people, how many of us recall section 1, subsection 2? That indeed power belongs to you. That the decisions that are made at State House, in the National Assembly, in the local councils, in the offices across this country, they are made in your name and for your welfare and on your behalf. If that is the case, therefore, if we look around this country, if there is corruption because you allow it, if there is corruption, you allow it. If there is poverty, you allow it. If there is backward because the people allow it, that is by failing to exercise their power, to hold those that they've entrusted that power with the authority to manage our resources for our welfare, to manage it in the way that it benefits us. Let us look at Westfield here. In terms of London, Westfield would be our Trafalgar Square. Those who went to London know what I'm talking about. Those who went to New York, Westfield would be our, Times Square. But look at how dilapidated Westfield is. Seriously. Look at Caraba Avenue. It's our high street. Our Wall Street, huh? But look at how dilapidated it is. Cross over into Ibo Town here. or Bundo. Huh? Go to Banjul. I won't even mention Boraba. Huh? Or anywhere in this country, look at the quality of life the people live. Look at the quality of services. Look at the quality of infrastructure. When we were coming to this place, we drove along the Iceman Road. And that is road that was constructed in 2021 in the run-up to the election. And that road is not fit for human use. But millions have been spent on it in our name and for our welfare. Now, but do you and me as the people, how much do we understand what is the nature therefore of our power to ensure that is that accountability? That we generate that pressure Mark talks about, so that those we elect or appoint into public service serve us really, and they serve us with respect, with humility. Mark said how good and nice it is today. We could have had this last Friday. But the IGP is someone we appointed. It is based on our power that he has the authority to be IGP, he has the legitimacy to be IGP, yet he has the audacity to tell us you cannot enter this place. And he's sitting in his office until today. Because you and me don't know our power. Otherwise, we would have said, that IGP need to step down. No official dares joke with the rights and the life and the dignity of the people. Because the people put you there. But do the people know the power that they have? We are sitting here today, 16 years after independence. We have Gambian youths feeling so hopeless in this country that the only solution they have is to go through the Sahara Desert and the back way. Why would you run away if you know you have power? Why don't you deal with the failures that have denied you, the officials, institutions that have denied you the opportunities with which you could have earned a decent living in your country? Meantime, we can buy a $12 million vehicle and give it to a minister, and give another vehicle to a minister for his family. Not to mention all of the other benefits and privileges and incentives that we have shared among those who we have elected and appointed and put them into public office. It goes back to, do the people know their power? The power that they have. And that power is not just a power in terms of rights, it's power in terms of responsibilities. So, it's always about the people. The struggle is always about the people. It has always been about the people. And anytime the people exercise that power, they prevail. Because the people's power is the only legitimate, is the only right power on earth. On this earth, there is no other power other than the people's power. But provided the people are conscious of their power, and that overall entails a lot of factors. He talked about inclusion, for example. How do we make sure that power is exercised in a way that there is space for everyone, regardless of your status, that there is space for everyone? So that if that were the case, I mean, why is this compound not full to capacity? Why is it not overflowing? Is it that the rest of the population, they don't know their power? They don't know the issues? They are not challenged? They don't know their responsibilities and their rights? So, it is to say, one of our great leaders, all right, once said, no one man or one woman can free a people. Only the people can free themselves based on their conscious actions. So the people are nothing if they don't have consciousness. Because if you don't have consciousness, what belongs to you can be taken away from you. If you don't have consciousness, you can be denied your rights. If you have no consciousness, you can be enslaved. and you accept your conditions as it is. So the solution, as I said, and the problem rests with the people. Whether we will have democracy or dictatorship, whether we will make progress or failure, whether we will move forward or be stagnant, rests with we the people. That is why every country you go, the constitution opens with we the people. We the people. Do we try to find out why we start our constitution? If we read the preamble of the 1997 constitution, it starts with we the people. If you read the constitution of the United States, it starts with we the people. If you read the constitution of Nigeria or Senegal, it starts with we the people. But do the people know that they are the people? That has been our fundamental challenge. Do we know whether we are the people? So I guess you can be a people, but you don't know you are the people. Because when we say the people, if we are not just talking about a head like Madi Jobarteh or Marnyang here, or one head like our, down here or so. A people is a whole concept. It's a whole idea. So that when you understand that, then you realize that there's a threshold. Yes, there's a threshold, there's a standard by which we the people are not going to accept certain things. And that we the people have rights and responsibilities. And we will not hesitate to exercise our rights and to fulfill our responsibilities. Unfortunately, as I said, we are 61 years old as independents. But even before that, 100 years ago, the struggle to make the people assume their rights and responsibilities continues to be a challenge. And it is because of that the people continue to suffer, to be disempowered, to be made voiceless, to be impoverished, to be oppressed, to be denied, to be marginalized as men and women and belonging to other groups. So on a day like this, we say, wake up you the people. All right? It is more than just your name and where you are born. Also, the people is a concept. Let us interrogate and understand that so that we salvage ourselves. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Madi.